He's also with us. We have ACP Amos Yeson. Forgive me if I got the name wrong. Thank you very much. Who is Ghana Police 2IC. Sefi Yoso. We have Richard Odame, Regional Director of Agric Joaboso, is also here. We have ACFO, is it one or I? Forgive me, Philip Amagno, who is Ghana National Service Regional Commander Joaboso, is also here. We have Michael Pangbi, Regional Director, Ghana Tourism Authority. We have Tom W. Atta, who is also in charge of Regional Stool Lands. We have Evans Sampene, who is also in charge of Chopping Balls, Ghana. We have Kevin Nati, in charge of Rainforest Deputy Gender Regional Head. That is what I have here. We have Mr. Joseph K. Ba Dakon, who is the Chief Director, RCC. We also have Esther Amo Tando, Human Resource Manager, RCC. We have Abetabua, RCC. We have Abetabua, Procurement Officer, Amanda Owusu, Social Welfare Procurement Officer, Amanda Owusu, Social Welfare Officer, and the likes. We'll go officer and the likes. We'll go to that of Nananom, but before that, we also have the regional minister in the
regional potential, mapping opportunities and mobilizing growth in the Western North region could not have been more appropriate. It seeks to unveil the rich potential of our region to the investment community who are looking for viable opportunities to partner with our local businesses and to take advantage of our abundant natural and economic resources. Distinguished guests and captains of industries, as part of the government research agenda, the government remains fully committed to creating a business-friendly environment where enterprises can thrive, of private sector investment across all sectors of our economy through the 24-hour economy model. As articulated by His Excellency, the President of the Republic in his recent State of the Nation's address to Parliament. Nananom, we firmly believe that when businesses thrive, they create sustainable employment opportunities, particularly for our youth. This will significantly help in addressing unemployment and contribute to inclusive economic growth in our country. Ultimately, this aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal 8, which focuses on promoting sustained, inclusive, and sustainable economic growth, full and productive employment, and decent work for all. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to express my sincere appreciation to the various stakeholders, particularly the municipal and district executives, who collaborated effectively in facilitating the identification and video documentation of potential investment sites within their respective districts. These investment opportunities will be showcased during this program. I wish to encourage our captains of industry, investors, and business leaders present here today to take full advantage of this platform. By partnering with us and exploring the numerous investment opportunities available in the Western North region. Your investment will not only grow your businesses, but it will also contribute significantly to the socio-economic development of our region. Nananom, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as I conclude, I once again thank you all for honoring our invitation and for being part of this laudable GIPC Investor Roadshow in the Western North region. It is my hope that this engagement will lead to fruitful partnership a meaningful investment that will transform our region and improve livelihoods of our people. Thank you very much for your kind attention. May God bless us all.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's give it to him once again. Let's give it to him. He's the father of the land. Yes, let's welcome Jacob Adu Kafu. He's the regional NIP director. Yes. We also have Kendall. Kendall Aduhine is here. Kendall, I'm sorry, I don't have the full name and other portfolio attached to your name, so I'm sorry. Yes, let's move on. We have Nana Chiame Etikwa. Sefi, you also a paramountcy. We have Nana Kojo Somia the second. Sefi Ntakam. Nana Aduku the second. Sefi Tanoso, Yoso. We have Nana Chiame Bain, Yoso paramountcy. We have Nana Elio the third. Sefi Yoso paramountcy. That's Nana Elio Payne. Wow. My very good friend. Nana, you're welcome. Yes. Thank you very much. Let's continue with the program. Other introduction will come as we continue. Next on the program is sponsors remarks, and I'm told MTN. Whoever is here to represent MTN, All right. So MTN, I think will have their speech through video. So the media team, GIPC, let's have that done. Thank you.
Distinguished guests, I am honored to reaffirm MTN's deep commitment as a development partner supporting the GIPC regional. Distinguished colleague CEOs, company reps, distinguished guests, I am honored to reaffirm MTN's deep commitment as a development partner supporting the GIPC regional investment roadshows. As Ghana's leading digital and telecoms operator, MTN is proud to stand with the GIPC as they unlock regional and district level investment opportunities across the country. Initiatives like this drive inclusive growth, and we are proud to help amplify that national vision. MTN offers more than connectivity. We bring a platform for innovation, digital transformation, and very importantly, entrepreneurship. Together with the GIPC, we aim to attract investment into technology and innovation hubs, expand digital infrastructure, strengthen e-commerce, and create meaningful opportunities for Ghana's youth across agriculture, healthcare, education, and other key sectors. MTN is committed to supporting businesses, to communities, and investors with tools, partnerships, and digital capabilities needed to thrive. As we join you on this regional tour, we also look forward to engaging our customers, sharing our solutions, and deepening the exceptional experiences we strive to deliver to individuals and businesses alike. On behalf of MTN Ghana, I extend our sincere appreciation to the CEO of GIPC, a good friend of mine, and the entire team for their dedication to Ghana's economic transformation. We value this partnership deeply, and together we can help build a stronger, more competitive, and more prosperous Ghana. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. We also have MMDCs in our midst. We have DC for Bia West District in the person of Honorable Matthew Ano. Honorable, you are very much welcome. We have DC for Bia East in the person of Honorable Francis Amankwa. Yes, you are welcome, Honorable. We have MC for Bibiani and Yaso Bekwai in the person of Honorable Sebastian Obin, and the host MC in the person of Honorable Dominic Jesse. Yes, thank you very much. We have more introductions to do as the program progresses. I will still come and acknowledge them. Let me also make this clear that Nana Elio Payne III is here to represent Nana is the Chidomhene of Sefi, also traditional area, and he's here to represent the acting president in the person of Nana. I'm coming in the person of Nana Ofori Ahinkai. Yes, who is the Kunti and acting president of Sefi, also traditional council. Nana couldn't come, and Nana Elio Payne III will do everything on his behalf. Yes, let's move on to the country promotional video, which also will be done by the media team. All right. Let's continue. Yes, we have this noble man in our midst. He doubles as the board chairman for GIPC in the person of Honorable Dr. Akwesi Opon Fusu. Please, if he's here, let's give him a round of applause. Yes. Let's give it to him. Yes. He's the board chairman for GIPC. And on this note, welcome him to also give us a short message. Doc, please, you are welcome on stage here. Let's give it to him as he comes.
The Honorable Wilbert Bentum, Western North Regional Minister, Regional Coordinating Director and members of staff of the RCC, Honorable Municipal and District Chief Executives, Nana Ofori Ahinkan, Krontihine and Acting President of the Sefi Yoso Traditional Council, and esteemed traditional leaders here. Mr. Razak Baba, Deputy CEO, GIPC, colleagues from government departments and agencies, leaders of industry and business, media practitioners present, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to you all. Let me introduce myself properly. Before Western North was created, I was part of this region as the Member of Parliament for Amenfi East. I also have relations here who we are Wasa, but my grandmother migrated to Sefi. So I have relatives here in Sefi Bekwai. So I'm at home. I'm particularly passionate about this regional investment programs because I have been particularly keen on having districts being economically viable. So when I was Minister for Local Government, I championed the National Local Economic Development Policy. And that policy aligns very much with what GIPC is doing now in respect of the regional roadshows. In advanced countries, we don't talk about economic development at the federal level. They are all in the cities and localities. So you go to some of the cities. Recently, I was in Miami with my deputy CEO, and the city's revenue for tourism is so huge. And they were talking about 21 million visitors to the city alone. The airport in Miami, which is one of the biggest in the world, is owned and run by the city. You go to New York, the port authorities, all are run by cities. It's not the federal government. So it is with many of the advanced countries. So what we are doing now aligns very much with the National Local Economic Development Policy that was developed in 2014. And I'll entreat our DCEs to look for that document and align it with what we are launching today, which is the Regional Investment Promotion Roadshow. So having said that, I want to go to the text of my speech. It's not long, but speaks to the issue of the regional investment promotions. So Nananum, it is both a privilege and a responsibility to speak about one of Ghana's most promising frontiers for investment, which is the Western North region, a region endowed with rich natural resources, fertile agricultural land, hard-working people, and a strategic geographic location that places it at the center of cross-border trade between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. Today, I invite you not only to see Western North as a region of opportunity, but as a gateway for transformative investment that creates jobs, drives industrialization, and builds sustainable prosperity for our people. Ghana's development strategy today is increasingly focused on regional economic transformation. Rather than concentrating growth in a few urban centers, we are deliberately opening up new investment corridors across the country. The Western North region stands prominently within this strategy. The region possesses three critical advantages. First, natural endowment, fertile land, vast forest reserves, and mineral deposits. Second, strategic location, serving as a natural bridge between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. Third, untapped economic potential, which presents opportunities for investors to enter sectors that are still emerging but rapidly growing. Let me therefore highlight some of the key investment areas that make the Western North region a compelling destination for both local and international investors. One, infrastructure and logistics. Infrastructure development remains a critical foundation for economic growth in Western North. There is enormous potential for investment in transport, logistics, and cross-border trade facilities. The region sits along important trade corridors connecting Ghana to neighboring Cote d'Ivoire. Strengthening this corridor would not only facilitate trade between the two countries, but will also serve as a conduit for commerce across the wider ECOWAS market of over 400 million people. Investment opportunities exist in development of modern border trade facilities, logistic hubs, and warehousing. There's also a strong case for upgrading of road networks connecting farming communities to markets. This will also be linked to cold chain logistics for agricultural exports and the development of industrial parks and agro-processing zones. Strategic investments in infrastructure will unlock the full productive capacity of the region and significantly enhance trade flows within West Africa. Nananom, Western North is fundamentally an agricultural powerhouse. The region is well known for the cultivation of cocoa, one of Ghana's most important export commodities. But beyond cocoa, the region is also suitable for the large-scale production of cashew, oil palm, cassava, maize, plantain, and other staple crops. However, the future of agriculture in Ghana lies not merely in production, but in value addition. That is why agro-processing represents one of the most exciting investment opportunities in the Western North region. Potential investment areas include cocoa processing and chocolate manufacturing, cashew nut processing and export, palm oil, local mineral value chains, and mining services and support industries. Importantly, the focus today is not simply on extraction, but on value addition, transparency, and sustainability. Investors who embrace modern environmental and governance standards will find Ghana to be a stable and reliable partner. And Western North is also one of Ghana's most forested regions. These forests represent not only ecological assets, but also economic resources when managed responsibly. The future of forestry in Ghana lies in sustainable forest management and value-added timber processing. Investment opportunities in the forestry sector include modern timber processing facilities, furniture manufacturing, engineered wood products, sustainable plantation development, and export-oriented wood product manufacturing. Global demand for sustainably sourced timber products continue to grow, and investors who combine responsible forest management with advanced processing technology can build globally competitive industries right here in Western North. Nananom, one of the most unique advantages of the Western North region is its proximity to Côte d'Ivoire, one of West Africa's largest economies. This creates powerful opportunities for cross-border agricultural trade, regional manufacturing supply chains, logistics and transportation services, border market development, and joint Ghana-Côte d'Ivoire investment initiatives. Strengthening this corridor will contribute to regional integration, economic diversification, and increased trade within West Africa. For investors looking to establish operations that serve multiple national markets, Western North offers an ideal base. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, allow me to briefly emphasize why Ghana continues to attract investors from around the world. Ghana offers political stability and democratic governance, a strong legal and regulatory framework, investor protection under Ghana's investment laws, access to regional markets through ECOWAS and AFTA, a young, energetic, and increasingly skilled workforce, and a government committed to private sector-led growth. Through the Ghana Investment Promotion Center, we continue to work closely with investors to facilitate entry into the Ghanaian market, support project development, and ensure a smooth investment experience. Our Our objective is simple: to make Ghana one of the most attractive investment destinations in Africa. Nananom, the opportunities in the Western North region are immense, as I've earlier on stated. But transforming opportunity into prosperity requires partnership. Partnership between government and the private sector, partnership between Ghanaian entrepreneurs and international investors, partnership between communities and industries to ensure that development is inclusive and sustainable. The Western North region is ready. Its land is fertile. Its people are industrials. Its location is strategic, and its potential is enormous. What remains is the boldness of investors and partners who are prepared to seize these opportunities and build enterprises that will shape the future of the region. On this note, I thank you for your attention. May God bless the region. May God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Let's give it to Doc once again. Yes, a former member of parliament. I remember in those days. Thank you very much for that wonderful speech, Doc. Yes, let's also acknowledge the presence of Nana Katechie Kwesi Afo II, who is the acting president for Sefi Bekwai Traditional Council. Nana doubles as the chief for Apenkru. We also have Enoch Ampofo, the regional cocoa board administrator, is also in our mess here. Yes. And we have, let me introduce this big man before he takes the podium. We have a rep from the 24-hour Economic Secretariat in the person of Dr. Ishmael Dudu. Doc is director and head of partnership at the 24-hour Secretariat. Yes, Doc, you are welcome. All right, so we invite Nana Eliu Payne III, the chief of Sefi Izunzia, and Chidomhene of Sefi, also Traditional Council, who is also representing the acting president, Nana Ofuria Hinkain. Please, let's welcome Nana Eliu Payne, chief of Sefi Izunzia.
Regional Minister, Chairman or Board Chair of GIPC, Nananom President, MMDCs. I stand on the existing protocol and on behalf of Nana Ofori Ayinkai II, who is the acting president for Yoso Traditional Area, Nananom in the Western North Regional House of Chiefs, welcome you to Western North and of course to Sefi Traditional Area. We do appreciate your presence and your intent goodwill to encourage investment and unearth the available potentials, both natural and human resources that we had in our area. Nananom are ready to collaborate, build up a healthy partnership, and liaise with your outfits to unveil rich potentials in our traditional area, to unveil them to the outside world, to attract investors, and make room for industrialization and economic growth. To us, indeed, as Board Chair indicated, we are blessed with a lot of natural resources and food crops. He made mention of a lot, but permit me to also introduce to you that our area is the highest producer of avocado. Yes, in Ghana. And it may interest you to know that a lot of these go on waste. I wish you were here on Tuesday, like I will take you to the market area. Within the hours of 4 to 7, we have a chunk of it left over. Waste since time immemorial to date. A lot of avocado go on waste. A lot of these are underutilized and considered wastes or made to go waste. And as I indicated of the avocado, likewise with plantain. Nananom have also come to realize that the plantain, its sack, is used in diverse means in producing goods that are used by human, both locally and globally. It is used in making ropes. The sack, the stem, is also used in making hairs. But believe me, like I indicated earlier, it is also left to go waste. And we will appreciate if you can get us invested to invest in these areas. The raw materials are readily available. They are for free. All the areas in Western North, all the markets in Western North, all the farmers in Western North do cultivate plantain. They harvest the crop, the stem, and other things are made to go waste. Board Chair, as I indicated earlier, we are in to collaborate to build a healthy partnership with you. And to us, we are calling on you to create the enabling environment that will allow or support these investors to come and stay. The RCC, MMDCs are doing their best. But calling on investors into our area means we have to get a stable electric power. It means we need to improve on a security system and more importantly on our road network. Nananom, in we also traditional area, wish to also indicate that we have a good human resource. Should you consult the Ghana Statistical Service, you come to realize that we have a youthful population. And for that matter, we also have to empower or invest in our human empowerment. They can also help in diverse means in putting these resources that we are blessed with into good use. Notwithstanding that, I also wish to emphasize on our town, Sefirioso. Looking at the topography, it is among the beautiful towns in Ghana, and it makes a lot of attraction to investors. I remember the Judaism group in Sefiri also came all along from Israel. Their partners in Israel came, and I was among the people to take them around. We went to Yoso, went to Abu Dhabi, Bosumainso, and they said, no, we can link Yoso to Abu Dhabi, and same can also be done to Bosumainso. Because it happens to be about 3-4 plateaus, and the communities are on the top. We are therefore calling on you to come help us get investors to invest in our region. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Nana Nzunzia. Yes. So, Nana used to be the patron for Nusa. I don't know whether you are still or. All right. So, next on the program, we are going to have the Western North Regional Promotional Video, and that is going to be done by the media team. So, media team, please. We are waiting for you. Let's have that short video. Thank you.
Rich in gold, bauxite, timber, cocoa, and diverse agricultural resources, Ghana's Western North region stands out as a high potential investment destination with vast untapped opportunities for both local and international investors. Bordering the Central, Ashanti, and Bono regions, as well as Côte d'Ivoire to the west, the region covers a total land area of 10,257.3 square kilometers and has an estimated population of 880,000. Carved in 2019 from the Western region to accelerate socio-economic development, the regional capital is Sefirioso. earmarked by the Rioso Municipal Assembly for oil palm cultivation, while the Swaman district is rapidly emerging as a rubber growing hub. These developments create opportunities for latex processing factories, downstream manufacturing, and employment generation. With fertile soils and favorable climate, the region is a major contributor to Ghana's food basket, producing cassava, rice, vegetables, and plantain. However, post-harvest losses remain high, opening investment opportunities in food processing, particularly plantain chips and fufu flour factories for both domestic and export markets. Construction is currently ongoing in the Bodi district to establish a cassava processing factory alongside a booming poultry industry and the government's Nkokon Ketenkete initiative. Bread production is also thriving, offering employment and investment opportunities across the supply chain for flour, sugar, margarine, and packaging suppliers. As one of Ghana's most mineral-rich regions, Western North hosts significant deposits of gold, bauxite, and manganese. Beyond extraction, government's policy encourages investment in local refineries, mineral processing, and support services for the small-scale mining sector, with strong revenue prospect through the Ghana Gold Board. Recent policy reforms promote cooperative mining frameworks, enabling investors to partner with local communities for sustainable and responsible mineral extraction. Untapped bauxite and manganese reserves further present downstream opportunities for the aluminium and steel industries. Given the region's role as a major exporter, there is growing demand for logistics infrastructure, including temperature-controlled storage facilities and inland dry ports to reduce post-harvest losses and efficiently manage mineral exports before shipment to coastal ports. Another big push initiative, valued at $10 billion, government is investing heavily in critical infrastructure. This includes extensive road construction and rehabilitation projects designed to enhance connectivity, stimulate trade, and unlock investment flows across the region. Significant opportunities exist for private-public partnerships in toll roads, bridges, and transport infrastructure. The region's mountainous rock formations provide opportunities for investment in stone quarrying for the construction industry. In the energy sector, Ghana is seeking $3.4 billion in private investment to expand renewable energy capacity by 2030. In the Western North region, this includes utility-scale solar farms and mini-grids to power rural industrial zones and households. Waste collection and recovery systems also present viable investment opportunities driven by urban growth and rising sanitation needs. The region boasts remarkable yet underdeveloped tourism assets, including Bia National Park, a UNESCO-designated heritage site home to elephants, chimpanzee tourism event with the right infrastructure and promotion. Religious tourism is also significant, highlighted by the assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary Feast at the Our Lady of the Holy Rosary Grotto in the Rioso Diocese, which attracts over 10,000 pilgrims annually. The Akontomra district is a major timber processing hub, supplying the construction and furniture industries locally and for export. Timber byproducts such as sawdust are utilized in poultry farming, organic manure production, renewable energy, and chipboard manufacturing. To strengthen value addition, 30 acres of land have been earmarked by the Rioso Municipal Assembly for the development of a wood village featuring sheds, warehouses, accommodation, and sanitary facilities. The region also has high-quality clay deposits supporting a growing pottery and ceramic industry. Tanoso has emerged as a hub for earthenware and ceramic products with opportunities for scale-up, branding, and exports. In line with Ghana's industrialization agenda, focused on job creation, value addition, exports, and inclusive economic growth, the Western North region stands out as a strategic investment destination, ready to engage, ready to partner, and ready to develop. The Western North region is open for business. Ghana is open for business.
All right. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is indeed beautiful. Yes, next on the program, we have the Deputy CEO for GIPC here in the person of Mr. Razak Baba. Yes, let's welcome Mr. Razak to also share with us his speech. Let's give it to him. He's the Deputy CEO. Yes.
Good morning, Honorable Minister, Honorable Board Chair, Nananum, all protocols observed, or maybe permit me to stand on the already existing protocol. I'd like to move over here so that you don't have to move your head back and forth as I'm going to be doing a presentation here. So please let me move here. So in a perfect world and under normal circumstances, the reason why I do these presentations is for comprehension, for people to understand. So in a perfect world, I would have preferred to speak Sehi, but unfortunately, I do not speak that language. So let's first of all let's start with talking about Ghana first, since the region it's in Ghana. Okay, so maybe you can control it for me. Let's go to the beginning, please. Okay, next slide. Yes, so let's talk about Ghana first. So for those of you who don't know, Ghana is an English-speaking West African country of about 238,000 square kilometers. Our capital city is in Accra. Our population is around 35 million people. Our currency is the Ghana cedis. Please, next slide. So here are some of the key indicators for our country, Ghana, before we focus more on the Western North region. Our GDP is about $113 billion, which is the second highest in West Africa. Okay. Which is the second highest in West Africa. Nigeria is number one. Ivory Coast used to be number two, but last year Ghana overtook Ivory Coast to become number two. Our GDP is broken into three sectors, broad sectors. The highest contributor to GDP is the services sector, which is about 39% of GDP, followed by the industry. So your mining, your manufacturing, that's the industry. It contributes about 32% to GDP. And then agriculture is the least contributor to GDP, which is very sad since majority of our people are employed in the agriculture sector. What it means is that we don't have a lot of value addition in our agriculture. So hopefully after this, and when we show some of the investment opportunities in the agriculture, we should see some investors who move into that sector and move this number up. If you look at our GDP growth rate for 2025 Q3, we are hovering around 6.8% non-oil GDP. Next step. So some more key economic indicators, and I think the good story for our economy last year was the inflation rate. So last year we came into 2025 with a double-digit inflation, 23%. And as I speak today, last month in February, our inflation rate went all the way down to single digit to 3.3%. Going from 23% to 3.3%, which is a remarkable feat. Please give you a round of applause for this performance. Our exports are also up. Our exports are $31 billion. And gold alone, it's about $10 billion of this number. And of course, this region is known for gold. And so definitely this region contributed to this total export that we have here. Our consumers are confident in the economy, meaning all of us are confident in the economy we are spending. Our businesses, most importantly, are also confident that the economy is on the right trajectory. So businesses are buying raw materials, they are hiring people, they are investing in their businesses. And Ghana as a whole, our credit rating is getting better. As of 2024, we're at a restrictive default, but fortunately we've been upgraded to B-. Next slide. So now let's focus on why we are here today, which is Western North. Next slide, please. So this is an overview of Western North, the profile for Western North. Of course, we are here in the capital, which is Efiri also. The land area for the Western North is about 10,000 square kilometers. Our population is a little bit below $1 million. A million. people, but our population growth is steady. So I think in a few years' time, the population should go up to about 1 million people. We have about 9 districts and municipalities. And if you look at some of the industries that dominate in this region, of course, we have mining. We have significant mining activities around the BBNE area. Of course, agriculture is also huge in this area, as has been spoken about. And we also know that this region is also highly endowed with natural resources such as gold and bauxite. Next slide. So what is Western North competitive advantage? What is the value addition that Western North have? I think it's 2 things. The first one is its strategic location. Given that Western North borders Ivory Coast, which is a huge market, Western North also has that market accessibility, that from here, from Western North, you are able to access the Ivory Coast market, and you are able to access the entirety of West African market, which is about 350 million people. So from Western North here, you are able to access this huge market. In addition to that, from the Western North, you are able to access the Takoradi port, which is good for heavy industry. But I must say, and I must advocate that even though Takoradi port, it's a few hours away from here, I think having an inland port would facilitate a lot of logistics from here into the Takoradi port. So we are advocating and calling on government and the private sector and stakeholders to consider constructing an inland port to link this region to the Takoradi port. In addition to that, again, the region is blessed with abundance of natural resources. Again, gold producing, there's cocoa here as well. There's the vast arable land for agriculture. And the region also has other minerals and other mineral resources such as bauxite, timber for wood. We have limestone, we have clay. Next slide. So I have spoken about what makes Western North a true destination for investment. But the unfortunate reality is that over the years, about 31 years now, the amount of investment that has come into Ghana, it's about $52 billion. And unfortunately, with all the natural resources, the human talent, the vast arable land that is here, Western North has only attracted less than 1% of the total investment that has come into Ghana, which is a sad reality. Most of the investment goes to the Greater Accra region. About 66% of it goes to the Greater Accra region. Some of them go to the Western region, but a very small amount comes to the Western North region. And that's why we are here today, to change this reality. We want to see this change. We want to see this go all the way up to either second or third place. So that's why we are here. That's why we are showcasing this region. So hopefully, the next time we come here, we should see this number move up. Next slide. So let's talk about incentives. Why investors should consider investing here in this region. Next slide. So before I talk about incentives, let's talk about the corporate income tax in Ghana. So if you are investing in Ghana as a foreign investor, and even as a local investor, if you are in Ghana doing business in Ghana, our corporate income tax is 25%. So you are taxed 25% when you make profit. Now, just paying that 25% alone, if you compare that to the rest of Africa, you are paying a lower corporate income tax if you are operating here in Ghana. The corporate income tax average in Africa is about 28%, but in Ghana, you are paying 25%, which you are getting a discount on them. Let's add incentives on top of that. And I think the biggest incentive package we have here in Ghana is under the free zones. And I think we have a representative here from free zones, which I believe will go very deeper into it. But if you're a company that you're operating in Ghana and operating here in this region, and you are processing your products and exporting them, you qualify to get these incentives under the free zone. So basically, if you are exporting more than 70% of your product, you qualify under these free zones. And what you get for being a free zones enterprise is that you get a 0% corporate income tax for 10 years. So instead of paying 25%, if you are a free zones enterprise, you pay 0 for 10 years. And in addition to that, if you import your raw materials, if you import your machines and equipment, you pay 0. You pay 0 import duties. You don't pay any import duties if you're a free zones enterprise. And in addition to that, for our foreign investors, there is no restriction as to who can become a free zones enterprise. If you're a foreign investor and you have businesses running here, you can become a free zones enterprise. Of course, our Ghanaian companies are also qualified to become free zones enterprises as well. And for our foreign investors, there is no restriction as to foreign ownership, like I said, and they are free to repatriate their profits and dividends when they invest here in Ghana. So that is the free zones incentives, which is the biggest incentive packages we have. You get to sit with government and negotiate what incentive packages. You get to sit with government and negotiate what incentive packages you want. Next slide. So for incentives in our farming and agriculture, so let's say you are not an export-oriented company, you want to come to Ghana, you want to go into farming and agriculture, and you want to feed the industry here in Ghana and feed the population here in Ghana, we have incentives for you. So if you import your agricultural machinery and tools and equipment, you are exempt from import duties. Again, for fertilizers and seeds and agrochemicals as well, you are exempted from import duties. In addition to that, if you are located in Sefiwi also, instead of paying 25% corporate income tax, government is giving you a discount. You pay only 15%. If you are located here in Sefiwi, you pay only 15%. In addition to that, if you are located outside of the regional capital of Sefiwi, but within the Western North, anywhere outside of the capital, but within the Western North, you pay 10% corporate income tax. Next slide. There are also incentives under manufacturing as well. So companies who want to come here and use the raw materials here to do value addition, you also have incentives as well. We have locational incentives, again, very similar to the agri incentives. If you're located here in Sefiwi, instead of paying 25%, if you're a manufacturing company, you pay about 18%. If you're located outside of the Sefiwi area, but within Western North, you're paying around 12% for that. In addition to that, we have something we call loss carry forward, which basically means is that if you come and you set up your business, and within the first 5 years, you make losses, government is saying that, hey, you can carry your losses into the future, and that would help you offset on some of your taxes. In addition to that, all the repairs and the improvements that you do on your agriculture assets, you get to deduct that on your taxes, and you get to pay very low income taxes as well. Please, next slide. And there are other incentives as well. So for companies who want to come here and then provide financial services to farmers, instead of paying 25%, government is saying pay 20% because you are helping our farmers and you are giving them access to capital. If you are into construction, especially affordable housing, which Ghana has a huge deficit of affordable housing, government is saying that come to Sefiwi build affordable housing, and I'll let you pay only 1% corporate income tax for 5 years. In addition to that, government is saying that, hey, if you are a waste processing company and you want to come to Sefiwi to set up your company and process waste, instead of paying 25% corporate income tax, I'll only let you pay 1% for 7 years. So these are the incentives that government is offering to attract businesses to come to the Western North and set up and operate. Next slide. There are also non-financial incentives. For instance, if you come here and you're operating, you are free to operate. No one will take your business away from you. Government guarantees that your businesses are protected. Government would never wake up one day and take over your investment or your businesses. And in addition to that, government has set up special commercial courts that are specialized in handling all commercial disputes. So for instance, if there is arbitration, if there's intellectual property, if there's fraud, or if there's tax, government has set up this special commercial court to handle those as well. In addition to that, there's also dispute resolution. So if you come to Sefiwi and you're operating and you are having issues with government, which you shouldn't, but in case you do have issues with government, you are free to take the country to international arbitration. Next slide. Okay, so let's get to the meat of what we're talking about today. Let's focus on some of the potential investment areas. And I know there are several areas with investment potential in this region, but I'd like to focus on just 3 sectors. I'd like to focus on the agri sector, manufacturing, and of course, mining sector. So the first one is the agri sector. What makes Western North a true agriculture destination is what we call the agriculture first economy, which is that this region is endowed with significant forest assets. This region also ranks number 2 when it comes to cocoyam and plantain production in this region. In addition to that, this region has a high rainfall. I think it has 2 seasons, 2 rainfall seasons, which is best suited for Ghana's highest value crops such as cocoa, rubber, oil, palm, coconuts, avocado. as was mentioned as well. And there's also a large agricultural workforce. Our human capital is here, and this region also has a farming history that goes all the way back to several hundred years, and that enables abundant labor and outgrower models as well. But unfortunately, despite all of these, we still have huge gaps in post-harvest losses. That was mentioned, especially in the avocado and plantain. And there's also lack of logistics, chain logistics, to ensure that we reduce these post-harvest losses. And this is where we are calling investors to come and take advantage of this problem. Next slide. So before we talk about the agri opportunities that are existed here, let's step back and take a conceptual understanding of what the value chain is in this region. Sorry, I said I was going to be adding some key words into my presentation. I think I forgot. So first of all, before we talk about that, the way we conceptualize the agri value chain in this region is that we have farm gate production. We have people that are doing all this, farming. They are, cultivating plantain and cocoyam, cassava, oil palm, and rubber. What we are looking for is for investors to become aggregators. We want them to come here and set up aggregation centers. So when there's harvest, they go around and they buy from all these farmers and aggregate those. Now, once they aggregate those, we're looking for investors to also come up and set up storage and grading packaging in this region. In addition to that, from there, we are looking for investors to also come and then set up processing plants for starch, flour, oil, palm. And then from there, once this has been processed and value added to it, they can export to the domestic market here in Ghana. They can export to our regional countries, which is Cote d'Ivoire and other West African countries, and they can also export outside of Ghana using the Takoradi port. So this is the value chain that we are looking for investors to come and take advantage of. Out of this value chain, there are opportunities for commercial high-value farming. There are also opportunities to set up rubber processing facilities here, and I know the rubber processing companies are having a lot of challenges accessing raw materials because of the export. Government has put a ban on the export of raw rubber. We are hoping that this ban will come into effect so that the companies that have already set up to process rubber would get raw feedstock to feed their industry. In addition to that, we are inviting investors in this room and those who are watching us online to take advantage of the cassava that's here to set up a cassava processing facility, as well as also have a small holder farms and outgoer scheme, and as also well as take advantage of the enormous timber that is here for furniture manufacturing, for household offices, and modular furniture as well. Next slide. So yes, oil palm, we are looking for investors to come and take advantage of the oil plantations that are here to set up an oil processing plant to take advantage of the oil palm that we have here. Next slide. Again, maize aggregation, we are inviting investors to come and take advantage of that and set up processing plants for maize and to also for animal feed as well. Okay, so let's go to manufacturing very quickly. For the sake of time, I'm going to move very quickly. So for manufacturing, we want to focus on the furniture industry, which, of course, this region is blessed with timber. We are inviting investors to come and take advantage of it, to set up modern sawmills, facilities, to also invest in the wooden pallets for cocoa, for mining, and for agro products as well. Next slide. Let's go into mining finally. So here's a minerals profile of the Western North. Of course, Ghana is number one gold producer in West Africa, thanks to regions like the Western North and other regions as well. There's huge gold potential here in this region. We are also blessed with bauxite, and again, majority of it comes from this region. I think the only bauxite mining company, Ghana Bauxite Company, is located here in this region. So because of that, because of these two mineral resources and other mineral resources, we are inviting investors to come and take advantage of these investment opportunities that are there. Mining is already going on. We are looking for investors to come and do value addition. We are looking for investors to also come and do more exploration. This isn't the only thing we have. I'm sure we all know and believe in our hearts that this region has enormous mineral resources. So we are inviting investors to bring their technical know-how and come and do exploration studies to unearth some of the minerals that are still buried here in this region. In addition to that, we are inviting investors to come and take advantage of the mining equipment and fabrications, mining logistics and warehousing and supply depots as well as environmental reclamation and environmental remediation services. So we are inviting investors to come and take advantage of all of this. But most importantly, for the Ghanaian investors that are here in this room, I think over the years, we all know that the mining sector, it's a huge sector. And we've all focused on the upscale, where everyone wants to go into mining, small-scale mining, galamsey, all of that. But there's a big opportunity that we are all missing out, and it's in the local content in mining. Now, what is local content in mining? Basically, our laws in Ghana here says that the big mining companies that are here in Ghana, and for that matter in this region, they are required to source their goods and services from Ghanaian companies here. If they require anything, they have to consider Ghanaian companies before they can look outside. And matter of fact, there are some areas that are reserved for Ghanaians that the mining companies have to give those to Ghanaians. And just to give an idea of how huge this opportunity is, in 2023, the big mining companies spent $3 billion in procurement. And guess how much of it went to our Ghanaian suppliers? Only 40% went to our Ghanaian suppliers. And the rest of the 60%, they could not find Ghanaian suppliers to fill that gap. That is about $1.8 billion that we are leaving on the table. So yes, we focus on the upscale. We all want to go into mining. But the local content is also a huge area that Ghanaians should go into. And this is only reserved for Ghanaians. Foreigners cannot go into this. And it's very easy to go into. What you need to do is to go register your company with the Minerals Commission. There's a registration fee that you need to pay depending on the license type that you want to go into. If you want to go into providing services to the large-scale miners, I think the registration fee is about $10,000. If you want to go into medium scale, I think it's about $5,000. And then a small scale is about, $1,000 or something like that. And once you register your company, these big mining companies are required to give you contracts when it comes to these things that they want to procure. So if they want to do haulage services, they are required to give that contract to you by the law. If they are looking to procure oil, they are looking for security services, they are required under the law to give those contracts to Ghanaians. If they are looking to procure cement and cement product, electrical cables, bolts and nuts, protective gears, PPEs, they are required to give those to Ghanaians. So I'd like to encourage all of us, especially the Ghanaians here, that let's take advantage of this local content mining. It's a huge opportunity that we are leaving on the table. So let's take advantage of that. Next slide. So I've now talked about, why you should invest in this region and what you should invest in. I've talked about the opportunities in agriculture, talked about opportunities in mining. I've also talked about opportunities in the manufacturing sector. Now let's talk about how, as a foreign investor, if you wanted to go into, if you want to come into this country and want to come to this region to invest. Next slide. So before we talk about that, let me introduce what we do. So GIPC is a government agency responsible for promoting and attracting investments into Ghana, into all the different regions in Ghana. What we do is that we provide business linkages to foreign investors. We also provide research and data to foreign investors, as well as Ghanaian investors as well. So we are not only focused on foreign investors, we also take care of our Ghanaian investors as well. Next slide. So this is how we do our investment facilitation approach. So typically we travel outside of Ghana. We show the potentials in regions such as the Western North to foreign investors. And if they are interested, they send us a letter of intent and saying that, hey, I saw this opportunity in Western North and I'm interested in that opportunity in Western North. So we bring them down to Ghana. We provide them with proprietary data. We do technical workshops and site visits. So we'll bring them here to the region to say, there's opportunity here, there's opportunity there. You should access those opportunities. They see those opportunities. We go into negotiations with our traditional leaders. We go into negotiations with our government agencies, the regional minister, and then hopefully we are able to get a project out of it, and the company is established, and then they are working here. Once they're established, we also take care of them with their post-establishment issues. So they are established, they are working, they are producing, and they are having challenges with government agencies. We help them resolve those challenges as well. Next slide. So to do business in Ghana as a foreign investor, it's very simple and straightforward. It's a 3-step process. The first step is that you need to set up your company, just like you do anywhere else. You need to go to Office of Register of Companies to register your company. And once you do that, for foreign investors, you need to come to GIPC to register your company. You meet your minimum capital requirements, register your company with us, and then you go and then obtain your sector permits and licenses, such as your environmental permits. Once you do these 3 things, you are free to operate here in Ghana. Next slide. So, to invest in Ghana, there's a very specific minimum capital requirement that you need to meet as a foreign investor. Again, these minimum requirements only apply to foreign investors. For a 100% Ghanaian-owned company, you do not need to show these things if you want to invest in Ghana. The first thing you need to do is that if you're a foreign investor coming to Ghana to invest and you want to go into a joint venture, which we encourage a lot of foreign investors to go into our joint ventures, partner with Ghanaians, because we know the terrain. We know what is here in Ghana. So we encourage a lot of foreign investors to partner with our businesses here in Western North to go into that. And if you want to partner with a Ghanaian, the Ghanaian would have to have at least 10% of the equity stake. And once that happens, as a foreigner, you only need to bring in $200,000 to be able to invest in Ghana. However, if you're a foreign investor that doesn't want to partner with anyone from Western North and you want to do things by yourself, you are free to do that. However, you are required to show about $500,000 in order to come and then invest in Ghana. If you want to go into trading, which historically has been reserved for Ghanaians, you have to show a higher threshold of $1 million. And there are specific areas that as a foreign investor, if you want to go into trading, you cannot go into. So foreign investors are not allowed to sell in our market. Our laws are very clear. Foreign investors, our market is a no-go. They cannot do hawking. They cannot do all of those things. Those ones are reserved for Ghanaians. If they want to come and set up malls and all that stuff, then they need to show $1 million, and then they can set up those malls. But for our markets, for our storefronts, foreign investors are not allowed to go into those places. So like I said, you need to show these ones. You don't need to show them in cash. You can show them in other capital goods. You can show them in machineries. You can show them in raw materials. There are exceptions to these laws, however. So if you're a foreign investor going into manufacturing, which we want to encourage more of it, you do not need to meet these minimum capital requirements. In addition to that, if you're a foreign spouse married to a Ghanaian for at least 5 years, you are exempt from these things. If you're also once upon a time a Ghanaian, but some way, somehow you lost your citizenship, we still recognize you, and you do not need to meet this minimum capital requirement if you want to invest in Ghana. However, all these minimum capital requirements will go away once the new GIPC law is passed. Once the law is passed, the $200,000 will go away. You don't need to pay $200,000 or $500,000. However, the trading one will still stay. And like I said, trading has historically been reserved for Ghanaians. So the $1 million will go down to about $500,000. But for this and that will become zero. You wouldn't need to do all that to come to Ghana to invest. Next slide. So these are some of the government agencies that we work with. So for the Ghanaian investors that are here, and then for those, the foreign investors that are watching us online, GIPC work with all these government agencies to make sure that if you're coming to Ghana to invest, we make the journey as smooth as possible. So we work with Bank of Ghana, Ghana Standards Authority, which they also have an office here. I saw their office here. I think Maslock is also here as well. We also work with all these agencies to ensure that investing in the Western North becomes very easy. As a matter of fact, I must commend the regional minister for having that idea of trying to create a one-stop shop to make investment easy for people. So once you come to the region, you have Ghana Standards Authority here in this office. You have, I think Maslock is also here, and other government agencies is also here as well. So once you come here, you have everything you need to set up. Very soon, the regional minister has also promised that he's going to be giving GIPC an office here in this region. So we would have representative here to facilitate investments as well. So I'd like to conclude by first of all thanking you. I know this was a marathon. This was long. I said I was going to speak Twi, but unfortunately, some of the words here, you cannot translate them in Twi. I kept asking people, how can you say agroecological parks in Twi? No one has been able to tell me that. I asked people, how can you say incentives in Twi? No one has not been able to tell me that. How about bilateral investment treaties? No one has been able to tell me that in Tree. So I'm still learning my Tree. Once I get all these words in Tree, I promise you next time when we meet, we'll do this presentation in the local dialect. So I'd like to conclude by inviting all of you to our Ghana International Investment Summit, which will take place on 26th to 28th August in Accra International Conference Center. Basically, what it is that we're going to be inviting a lot of investors from across the world, from China, Singapore, US, all across the world, to come to Ghana and explore some of the investment opportunities here. So all the municipal assemblies that are here, we encourage all of you to come with opportunities from your districts to this investment, to showcase to foreigners that there is opportunities in each district and that they can come and take advantage of those opportunities. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you. So my board chair is giving a special offer to the assemblies. What my board chair is saying that I should tell the assemblies here that if you need help in preparing your investment profiles for the upcoming Ghana International Investment Summit, please reach out to GIPC and we would help you put together those investment profiles. Thank you very much.
Wow. Let's give it to him. Let's give it to him. Mr. Zach, I don't know. Have you been a teacher before? In fact, your presentation was wow. Thank you very much. Yes, let's remind ourselves that this program is live on all social media handles of GIPC, Facebook, YouTube, and all other social media platforms. Thank you very much. Let's also acknowledge the DC for Bodi in the person of Honorable Joseph Bedu. Yes, Honorable, you are welcome. Let's also welcome PNCO Dennis Aduchum Jima. That is the regional commander for Narcotics Control Board. Yes, thank you very much. At this juncture, we'll have to break for few minutes. Please, how many minutes? 10. Yes. 10 minutes for break. What is it? Is it lunch break? All right, snack. All right. So, all right. Thank you very much. 10 minutes. We'll be back. Thank you. All right. My boss just signaled that we want to have a group photograph with the dignitaries here, especially my minister, Nanon Zuzia, and the big men. So, please come here and let's have the group picture. I think it will help us a lot. Okay, MMDCs, the four of you, please join. All right, so we have a snack break, snack outside there, so you can just go out and take it. 10 minutes, you come back for us to get to the concluding part of the program. Yes. All right. The 10 minutes is up. Please come inside and let's finish hard. The 10 minutes is up. Please. We have about 3 more presentations to do. And we say goodbye. Those who are finished, please come and sit down and let's continue the program. Please come and sit down. Those who are finished. Please come and sit down, please. Those who are finished, taking your snack, come and sit down, please.
Rich in gold, bauxite, timber, cocoa, and diverse agricultural resources, Ghana's Western North region stands out as a high potential investment destination with vast untapped opportunities for both local and international investors. Bordering the Central, Ashanti, and Bono regions, as well as Cote d'Ivoire to the west, the region covers a total land area of 10,257.3 square kilometers and has an estimated population of 880,000. Carved in 2019 from the Western region to accelerate socio-economic development, the regional capital is Sefirioso. As a priority region, the Western North is one of Ghana's leading cocoa producing areas, yet local processing remains limited. This presents strong opportunities for establishing factories to process cocoa beans into chocolate, cocoa butter, liqueur, powder, and other value-added derivatives. In the Bia West district, cocoa pod husks are already being processed into soap, with expansion plans into organic toothpaste and fertilizers. Investors can further explore the production of potassium carbonate, a key raw material for soap manufacturing and hypertensive drugs, as well as opportunities in the retailing, distribution, and supply of agricultural inputs. To promote sustainable cocoa farming, government, through public-private partnership arrangement, supports cocoa rehabilitation initiatives, including the distribution of plantain suckers to cocoa farmers. Beyond cocoa, the region supports large-scale oil palm and rubber plantations. About 1,500 hectares of land have been earmarked by the Rioso Municipal Assembly for oil palm cultivation, while the Swaman district is rapidly emerging as a rubber-growing hub. These developments create opportunities for latex processing factories, downstream manufacturing, and employment generation. With fertile soils and a favorable climate, the region is a major contributor to Ghana's food basket, producing cassava, rice, vegetables, and plantain. However, post-harvest losses remain high, opening investment opportunities in food processing, particularly plantain chips and fufu flour factories for both domestic and export markets. Construction is currently ongoing in the Bodi district to establish a cassava processing factory alongside a booming poultry industry and a government Nkokon Ketenkete initiative. Bread production is also thriving, offering employment and investment opportunities across the supply chain for flour, sugar, margarine, and packaging suppliers. As one of Ghana's most mineral-rich regions, Western North hosts significant deposits of gold, bauxite, and manganese. Beyond extraction, government policy encourages investment in local refineries, mineral processing, and support services for the small-scale mining sector, with strong revenue prospect through the Ghana Gold Board. Recent policy reforms promote cooperative mining frameworks, enabling investors to partner with local communities for sustainable and responsible mineral extraction. Untapped bauxite and manganese reserves further present downstream opportunities for the aluminium and steel industries. Given the region's role as a major exporter, there is growing demand for logistics infrastructure, including temperature-controlled storage facilities and inland dry ports to reduce post-harvest losses and efficiently manage mineral exports before shipment to coastal ports.
All right.
Another Big Push initiative, valued at $10 billion
Yes,
US, government is
Please,
investing
it's okay.
heavily in critical infrastructure. This includes extensive road construction and rehabilitation projects designed to enhance connectivity, stimulate trade, and unlock investment flows across the region. Significant opportunities exist for private-public
Yes, please, come
partnerships in
inside.
toll roads, bridges, and transport infrastructure. The region's mountainous rock formations provide opportunities for investment in
Please,
stone quarry
those
and
outside.
extraction industry. In the energy
It's clear some of you are finished eating. Please come and sit down and let's have the program continue, please. Those outside, please.
chimpanzees, and rich biodiversity. Investment opportunities exist in eco lodges, safari tourism, canopy walkways, zip lines, and camping facilities. Other notable attractions include Boinzine Waterfall in Dwaboso, suitable for recreational and hospitality development. Lake Amponsa in Bibieni, a man-made lake with potential for lakeside resort. Jabon Chrome near Awaso, home to the iconic five-headed palm tree. Adwefwa Pond, a sacred site and cultural convergence point during Easter festivities. The region's unique topography offers further opportunities for hospitality investment, including hotels, restaurants, and recreational facilities that provide scenic mountain and forest views. Uniquely, the region hosts an annual week-long homecoming celebration in Bibiani to mark Ghana's independence, offering strong potential to evolve into a flagship national tourism event with the right infrastructure and promotion. Religious tourism is also significant, highlighted by the assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary Feast at the Our Lady of the Holy Rosary Grotto in the Riosu Diocese, which attracts over 10,000 pilgrims annually. The Akontomra district is a major timber processing hub, supplying the construction and furniture industries locally and for export. Timber byproducts such as sawdust are utilized in poultry farming, organic manure production, renewable energy, and chipboard manufacturing. To strengthen value addition, 30 acres of land have been earmarked by the Riosu Municipal Assembly for the development of a wood village featuring sheds, warehouses, accommodation, and sanitary facilities. The region also has high-quality clay deposits, supporting a growing pottery and ceramic industry. Tanoso has emerged as a hub for earthenware and ceramic products with opportunities for scale-up, branding, and export. In line with Ghana's industrialization agenda, focused on job creation, value addition, exports, and inclusive economic growth, the Western North region stands out as a strategic investment destination, ready to engage, ready to partner, and ready to develop. The Western North region is open for business. Ghana is open for business.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. We have about 3 presentations to go. And just like I did mention before, we went for the snack break. We have a rep from the 24-hour Secretariat in the person of Dr. Ishmael Dudu. Doctor is Director and Head of Partnership at the 24-hour Secretariat. Please, with a round of applause, let's welcome Dr. Ishmael Dudu. Yes. Doc, you are welcome to Sefi.
Thank you very much. Good. Perhaps let me give just 2 minutes for those who are outside, can just come in, and then I will talk to you. So thank you very much, the Regional Minister, Nananum, senior government officials, our colleagues from MMDCs, and friends. Ladies and gentlemen, I stand on all the protocols and observe all of them to just take you through the 24-hour economy program. I will try and provide a quick overview of the 24-hour economy program, why we are doing what we're doing, and give you a teaser of some of the projects under the 24-hour economy program. And I will try and answer some of the questions in your minds as I present it, because this may be the first. This may be perhaps the first time most of you will be actually getting into detail what the program is all about. And I will be available to answer any questions that any of you will have, particularly in relation to how you participate in the 24-hour economy program. I will highlight some of the opportunities that we do have in the 24-hour economy. So my presentation will look at first a brief overview, then why the 24-hour economy program, why it is important for us, some strategic projects to catalyze the program, and then we'll look at some financial strategies, especially for small, medium enterprises, those of you who are going to business, and how you can tap into some of the financing that is there. Then also, how we are working with the GIPC to drive investment. Then I'll highlight the strategic investment opportunity that we want to bring to here. Please just work with me. I would tell you when you have to move. So, one time a Hebrew gentleman came to my office. He insisted to have a meeting with me. And he's a major investor in West Africa. I got to know, investing probably over $200 million in agribusiness across 6 or 7 West African countries. But he was interested in coming to talk to me. And I thought he wanted to come and sell his investment and see how we can actually participate in it. And I'm very quick on this story. So when he came to see me, he said the reason he came to see me is really to interrogate the meaning of Ghana, because he believes that most of us don't understand the meaning of Ghana, the spiritual essence of it, and as a result, we take for granted the country that we have. And I'm saying this story because of the presentation this morning about the Western North, the tremendous opportunities that we have here. A lot of the things that were said that I'm not aware of, and most of us who are outside of this region may not even be aware of that. So he explained to me that that's the reason he came. He doesn't want to discuss investments. And I was very shocked because he arrived very early at 8 a.m. in my office. I normally get to the office by 7:30 and was the first to come. And he said, the meaning of Ghana, Ghana, is borrowed from a Jewish kingdom, the kingdom of Ghana, headed by a king, a very powerful king called Mansa Musa, who was the richest king at the time. And it was the richest kingdom that it expands from the part of Mali all the way towards the Egypt side. Very powerful. So Ghan in Hebrew language means garden. And they normally will write it Ghan apostrophe A. And the A is the name of God that we don't mention because of his holiness. We translate it as Yahweh or Hashem. So the meaning of Ghana is God's garden. And truly, when you look at Western North, all the tremendous opportunity we have, I truly believe that perhaps the relics of the Garden of Eden is here. And Ghana is really at the center of the earth. If you look 10 kilometers away from the beaches in the coastal town of Nungwa, you get to a spot where your GPS reads 0.00. And now people are beginning to sell that as a tourist attraction. I am very, very convinced that there's something very historical and spiritual about Western North that we have not discovered. The lashness of Western North environment is so powerful as to ignore the fact that it could truly be the Garden of Eden of Africa. So when we're writing the 24-hour economy, we really look at the Ghana that we have and ask ourselves, why are we so proud of this country? What is so unique about Ghana that is so different from other countries? And how do we then position it as a country that can create wealth for its citizens and leverage the wealth across West Africa? And we discovered that the concentration or the deposit of gold in the northern part of the country is 3 times in volume what we have exploited since 1957. 3 times in volume. And then when the Volta Lake was dammed, Volta River was dammed, the trees that are under the riverbed can give us timber for 150 years. 150 years. And we also discovered that the world always go after the cocoa that comes from here. and they have to mix Ghana's cocoa with any cocoa from any source in order to attain the nutritional value for cocoa, for the chocolate. If you don't mix Ghana's cocoa with any cocoa from any country, you are not able to get the nutritional value that can be validated to sell for chocolate. So Ghana's cocoa is like veneer, which is being used. So the cocoa seeds is more valuable than we can imagine. And we also discovered that any crop from the country, whether garden eggs, okra, whatever, the nutritional content and quality exceeds anything you can find in any country in the world. So we are so unique in everything. Then the question is, why are we not selling what we have? Why are we not leveraging that for wealth? Hence, the whole idea of 24-hour economy is to take the resources that we have, the human capital, the brilliance that we have, the uniqueness of our country, and focus on developing a large variety of products that can come from here and find expression in the market and stimulate so much global demand for our product that we have to work over time in order to meet those demands. Hence the whole idea of our destination towards 133 shifts. So the 133 shift is our aspired destination. But we would do that by stimulating the demand and do it through industrializing, export promoting, and creating the jobs and building human capacity that can do it. So the vision of the 24-hour economy is to create an economy that is industrializing, export promotion, and it's creating the jobs. And it works for everybody every hour of the time. And use the concept of your time to create value and put your value on the market to be able to sell. Next. And the reason, and we thought that in order to construct such an economy, so if you think that the 24-hour economy is soup, then the ingredients of the soup must touch all the productive sectors of the economy. And you have to integrate those sectors through a value chain approach. So that we will not just grow cassava for fufu, but we'll grow cassava for industrial starch, white flour, ethanol for beverages, and so on and so forth. So out of cassava can come maybe 3-4 different products. To the extent that the farmer who is growing cassava will know that I have about 3 or 4 different clients, and one is the choba, the other one will do for gari, the other one will do for cassava flour, the other will do for ethanol, and so on and so forth. So that the way you produce will change. And so when you look at the productive sectors of economy that we need to touch, we believe that, one, we have to focus on our agricultural side. So the first program is called Grow 24. Number 2, we have to add value to their products, our commodities. So we have to focus on manufacturing and processing and so on. And that is Make 24, which is the second program. So Make 24 looks at manufacturing in the following way. Garments and textiles, what we wear. We import $250 million per year of Brunei. 60% of that import is thrown away. 60% is thrown away. And we import about $3.5 billion of food. And within that, $400 million of fish per year and $350 million of yemwadia. The offals, blood of animals, and so on. And it is true, because if you go to Choba today, because of how much we are paid, our daily wage, our salaries is so poor that you can't afford to spend 150 in Choba, Ghana cedis. Can you? No. So you take 50 Ghana. 30 Ghana will buy the bowl of fufu, the white, the flour, and then the 20 cannot buy fish. So you buy yamwadia. So that economics is clear. Then at the same, so we have to be able to manufacture these things that we need. And we also realize that there's a clear linkages between our food we eat and the diseases that's happening. And in Accra, we see what you call water shock. Every time someone is died, they say what a shock, because they can't diagnose what a sickness is. We realize that the poultry that we buy in the market, they are damned products, put with chemicals, some of them 5 to 10 years. And they are supposed to be thrown away. So our people go and buy it, and the government, where they buy it from, they give them the money to transport it to you and come and sell it to you. This is what we're doing to ourselves. So we have to change that. And we have to look at industrial machines that we'll be able to use for our industry. So if you are doing modern agriculture, we import $1.5 billion of industrial machine. Some of them, Swamek magazine can produce them. So why do we have to import those things? So we have to focus on all of that. Then our building, which is Build 24, our road construction, today does is to connect manufacturing, as in a farm, logistics, markets, and the funds together. And that's what business people want. That yesterday I saw on the telly that so much plantain has been produced and we are not able to.
give us about 2 minutes presentation. Presentation by Ghana Free Zones Authority, and that is going to be done by Mr. Ricky Osei Wusu. Yes, let's give it to him as he comes.
Good afternoon. I stand on existing protocols to deliver a short presentation. I think I also have to move to that side to make it easier for me. I also like to maybe mix the presentation with tree, and I'm going to stand on it and do it because there are some portions of the presentation when you do that in tree, it goes down very well, and people will appreciate what the free zone is all about. A brief introduction. The Ghana Free Zones regime has been designed to promote processing of goods and services for exports. The whole of Ghana is accessible to potential investors. All I mean by this is we all know free zone to be in enclaves. But with our free zone, companies are permitted to set up in any part of the country. It could be in the northern region, central, the western north, where we are now. The president Michelin said, free zones, no. A program be a designing. Idea will be a free zones, a enclave, a particular area be a designer, your work companies, a woman. But here the end, baby, a war Ghana hebia no. Open say, we join the free zones, which we join it. Investors have the flexibility of locating in an export processing zone or single factory. So the medical kind. Your enclaves, single factory nature say, ABA enclave no tema, in person me batema, in person me be company, our Western North program no. Emma Okwain, Emma with me a year factory no by beer or person with any beer. It is regulated by an Act of Parliament, the Free Zone Act 1995, Act 104. And free zones we've been around for the past 31 years. Just that most of the investors in the hinterlands in areas like this don't know what the free zone does. They keep asking free zones for Kwadian and Moye. Ubia Bisa, free zones, Moye Deng. A day part of free zones in Moye. You set up no parliament and a free zones in the by in 1995. Act in the Free Zone Act 1995, Act 504. At least 70% of annual production of goods and services of the free zone must be exported, and 30% may be permitted to be sold onto the domestic market. The Free Zones program is an export-oriented program. What happens is we have SME industries that produces and exports. Yes, still they don't take advantage of what the Free Zone program provides. What we mean by the 70-30 threshold is that at the end of the year, your production, 70% must go out of the country. And when I talk about exports, it's not the Europes and the Americas, the Asians. When the goods crosses the border to Togo, Burkina Faso, Cote d'Ivoire, is considered export. Now, the program allows you to sell 30%. On the 30%, what happens is you have to pay all the duties on the goods as if you are importing from any country outside Ghana. Because the Free Zone program is considered as an offshore program. The company is located in Ghana, but we see you as a foreigner. we see the company as a foreigner. So on the 30%, what happens is, if you are buying from any free zone company, you have to go through all the import procedures before you can buy from the free zone company. And the taxes and duties you pay on this makes the prices unattractive. And we do that on purpose, because we encourage all the companies in the free zone to do 100% export to get enough foreign exchange. So we do that just to discourage most of the free zone companies to stop selling in the local economy. Yes. Let's now, areas of operation. The free zone provides 4 areas that investors can take advantage of. We have the manufacturing. And when we talk of manufacturing, where investors are required to add value to raw materials or production of goods mainly for exports. This includes agro-processing, textiles and apparel, petroleum products, manufacturing, among others. We also have the service license, where investors can undertake technology-based services for clients outside Ghana. Areas of investments within the subsector include business processing outsourcing and software development. I don't know if you've heard of, there's a company called eProcess, which is a subsidiary of eProcess, EcoBank. Their main duty is to provide financial support services for EcoBank agencies across Africa, and they are located in Ghana. The company is called eProcess. Their main activity is service provision. Service provision. We also have the developers. Investors are required to develop industrial estates for lease or sale to other free zone investors for manufacturing services or commercial warehousing activities. This is where I normally plead with the chiefs in the places that I've done my presentations. If you have vast lands that you are not using for anything, you can approach the free zone secretariat. Our doors are always open. You come in, we sit with you. You give us the areas, then we develop and sell. We develop and sell. What we do is we provide all the social amenities, water, roads, electricity, talk of all the services. We develop those areas, then we sell to investors. Wait, 5 minutes more. How do I do this? All right. There's also the commercial license that free zone gives. That one is purely trading. It's purely trading. What most of the companies do is they bring the items in bulk into the country and they break bulk for export. It's purely trading. Next. Then we have the priority areas. Investors can invest in textiles, information technology, metal fabrications, oil and gas, pharmaceuticals, seafood processing, and the likes. Next slide, please. Now, agro processing. There are opportunities in the agro subsector where companies undertake processing in cocoa. We have fruits and vegetables. There's processing of nuts, processing of oil palm, and spices. Next, cocoa. Cocoa. If the country paid maximum attention to this cocoa sector, with the free zone in mind, I don't think the current situation that we are facing with the cocoa industry, because most of the companies in this industry, what they do is they add value to the raw beans. They add value to the raw beans. In the free zones, you are not allowed to export raw materials. We don't do that. We don't allow companies to export raw materials. You need to add value to the product, whether semi-finished or finished, before you can export them. And among the companies that are into in the cocoa industry, I don't know if you've heard of Cargill. There's Barry Callebaut, there's Olam, and a whole lot. They add value to the raw beans before exporting. Next slide. We also have opportunities in the fruits and vegetables, which I think the Western North, most of our products here falls under this subsector. The companies are allowed to export the raw state, banana, oranges, pineapples, and the likes. Next. There are also nuts, cashew nuts, share nuts, all the nuts. There's also an opportunity there. Next slide. We also have seafood. Most of us enjoy the star kissed and the likes. What most of us don't know is they go outside there, bring in the products that was produced in Ghana here, and then we think they are brought from abroad. There's a product called Cosmo tuna. They do the production here, export, then we go out there and bring them, not knowing these products were produced in Ghana. So there's also an opportunity there as well. Next. There's also industrial and manufacturing subsector. There's also an opportunity there as well. Next. ICT. Also an opportunity. Yes. The pharmaceuticals as well. We do have some free zone companies that are into manufacturing of medicines. Entrance Research is an example of such a company. Yes. Then the incentives. Our deputy touched on the incentives, and this is the most important aspect of the free zones program. Next, our incentives are grouped into two. We have the monetary incentives and the non-monetary incentives. When we come to exports, there's 100% exemptions from all direct and indirect taxes and duties on all your imports. We allow, or we give exemptions 0% on all imported items that are you put into your production. Both import and export, there's 100% exemption. Income tax as well, 100%. The deputy touched on that. For the next 10 years, if you register as a free zone company, you are not supposed to pay corporate tax for the next 10 years. And even after the next 10 years, the authority gives you only 15%, no matter where you are located. So we, free zone companies, are not supposed to pay the 25% corporate tax that was mentioned by our deputy CEO, GIPC. After the 10 years, you only pay 15% of that. Then the export threshold, I already talked about the 70-30. You can export 30, export 70 and sell 30% locally. Then there's also double taxation, where Ghana has any agreement with any country about double taxation. Free zone companies also enjoy that. Next. There are no monetary incentives. I think I'll leave the slides for the sake of time. We have the no monetary incentives. You can go through it. Minimal customs formalities. It relieves you from the bureaucratic and statutory restrictions in the port and the likes. So next. They also have landmarks. We have the Tema Export Processing Zone. There's one in Finya. We have the Shama, Yabil, there's the Sekendi, and the Greater Kumasi enclaves. So I'm appealing to our chiefs. If you have area, a land, vast land, that is lying idle, you can approach the free zone. Our doors are always open. Our management will sit down with you and if you are interested. Then we also have access to Africa through the AFTA. It gives you a large market for the sale of your products. Yes. Then other trade agreements that we have with other countries. Free zone enterprises enjoy all these agreements. Then what to go through before you become a free zone company? You need to have a business, your business registered. There's a form that you fill. You need to have a business plan. You need to have EPA certification. There must be funding before you can enter into the free zone. You need to give us evidence of your exports. You need to get a land where your company will be situated. As I said, the whole Ghana is accessible. Then other documents that may be requested by the authority. Next slide, please. Now, these are license fees. For manufacturing, you pay an initial license of $3,900. And annual renewal, $3,000. Service companies, $5,000. Renewal, $3,900. Developers, $6,000. $5,000 renewal. Then the commercial, $13,000. Then renewal, $5,000 every year. Next slide. And these are some selected free zone enterprises that are in the agro processing industries. Same. Now, some selected free zone enterprises in the western and western north. When you go to Takoradi, there's Plot Enterprise. They are into cocoa processing, Mundia, wood, Shram BJ and technical services, Africopa. Next. These are all companies in the western and northern regions. Next. Now, the shareholding data for free zone companies. Currently, we have 335 licensed free zone companies. 149 are wholly Ghanaian companies. 96 wholly foreign, and 90 joint ventures. Now, these are logos of some prominent free zone enterprises. Next. Thank you very much. My name is Ricky, and I'm the head of compliance in the Takoradi office. My number, email, everything is here. And I'm also available for questions and answers. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Ricky. Yes, thank you very much. We have last one before we move to that of the MMDCs. So the last presentation is going to be done by Ghana Export Promotion Authority. Yes, please, because of time, you limit it for us.
Thank you very much. Regional Minister Nanano, all invited guests, thank you for the opportunity. My name is George Kwame Banfo. I'm here to talk about Ghana Export Promotion Authority. You see, all communication has been on export. That's where we come in as Ghana Export Promotion Authority. All that we are talking about centered on us. At the end, it ends with Ghana Export Promotion Authority. When all the production has taken place, we have to make sure the product gets out there. If the product stays with us here, it doesn't get out there, I think it will be of no use to us as a nation. What is Ghana Export Promotion about? Ghana Export Promotion Authority is one of the oldest organizations or institutions in Ghana. It was established in 1969 by an Act of Parliament at 396. So it can tell you how old Ghana Export Promotion Authority is. What is our mandate? Our mandate is to facilitate SMEs and train them in terms of export. Move on, please. Yeah, move on. We don't need this here. Yeah. Okay, this is our cocoa revitalization when we were supplying the cocoa farmers with seedlings. So move on. Okay, so let's come to Western North. Through our research, these are the products that I think we can look at in Western North. When it comes to our win, we can talk about cocoa, oil palm, and timber. You know, we don't export raw timber. We add value to the timber. So we don't export raw timber. So when we talk of timber, we are talking of in different, perception, not what you see there. Bia East, we can talk also cocoa, plantain, oil palm, and rice. I think we made a MCE, and he was telling us that we should. He wished we were here on Tuesday. He would have taken us to the market. We will see plantain going waste after 5 o'clock in the evening. This plantain can be used for a lot of things. Plantain itself, before even the stem, we can diversify it in different ways. That will help our farmers instead of it going waste, we can buy them, use them for a lot of things. So we are looking for investors to also come in. We talk also about to the regional minister about that too. Then baby any I also be quiet. Also cocoa, timber oil, palm, then plantain, they are all there. So the products are there, you could see them. Move on, please. Time wait. Okay. These are some of our exhibitions. When we talk for exhibition, we go out there. You see how beautiful the place is decorated. This is even not Ghana here. It's not Ghana here. So this when we do this, we take some of the exporters to the foreign land to go and exhibit, show their products, whatever they have. And a lot of them get orders based on this. So the whites will come and look at the products, exchange, contact with them, and even orders for them to supply to them. So this is what we do. So when we come here, the SMEs that are here, we will develop them, that they're able to send their product out there. They also get this opportunity of what? Going to the foreign markets with their products. So these are some of the things that we do as Export Promotion Authority. Move on, please, move on. So some of the areas are BNT. These are places that we've invested in. Germany, all over the world. We've been going everywhere. African countries, European countries. You can talk of Asia, wherever. We go there with exporters. We go there, those who are registered with us, those who are doing well, those who are well trained. And before you can go out there, your product should meet certain standard. So we take them through the standard with Ghana Standard Authority and Food and Drug Authority before their product, they're able to send their product there. You are calling on me? Okay, fine. So this way, we are located at if you get to Accra, City House, opposite City House, that's African Trade House. We are in the 9th, 10th, and 11th floor. Yeah, we are also located in Takrady here. Takrady office is, if you go to the Harbour area, we are there, yeah, Takrady. You can locate us also in Takrady. Takrady, yeah. Move on, please. Move on. These are statistics. Okay. So, GEPA, if you want to be an exporter, you don't just start up and become an exporter. You need to be certified because, your product is going out there. So, before you do that, you must first have a company, a registered company. Then you come and register with us. Our registration is just 2,000 Ghana cedis, not much. It's not in dollars, it's in cedis. 2,000 Ghana cedis. You register with us, then we'll take you through our export school training. You have to be trained, taken through school. You have to be schooled on how to export your product quality and other things. You go through all this process. Then we also need to register with Standard Authority and Food and Drug Authority, depending on the product you want to export. So these are the process that you have to go through when you want to be an exporter. So you don't just stand up to be an exporter. We have to take you through it. I think I won't speak much, and very soon we'll be in this community where you can come to us for any question, and we will help you to develop your product. Thank you very much. George.
Thank you, Mr. George Kwame Bamfo. All right, we have. Okay, yes, boss. Questions. All right, so let's give about 3 minutes for questions and answers. If you have any question, you just raise up your hand. And so far, all the presentations, the presenters are here, but the questions are supposed to be very short.
Thank you very much. My name is Mustafa Issa, Director, Center for National Culture. During the presentation, we've learned a lot, and then one thing I want to emphasize is what Nana Eliopeni mentioned. He said majority of the people in the region is made up of the youth. And we know that when we look at the youth, the world has moved into creative abilities. And we have a lot of creatives in the region. And during our discussion, we've not mentioned anything regarding the investment in the creative ability of this youth. When you go to Asarin, so we have DJ Switch. They have one boy called Kojo Gibson. We have Amewuga and all these people. But this ability needs to be developed, invested in. We don't have a theater. If we have a theater or a cultural hub where we can develop this youth, I think we can benefit economically as a region. And I think we should take a look at that angle as well so that our tourism sector in the region can also be powerful. Thank you.
All right, thank you. This is not a question. And you are the director for. All right.
Thank you. And one of the critical programs we have is called Show 24. That speaks directly to what you're saying, taking our culture, our creatives as commodities and be able to export them, grow them to become one of the best. So we are interested in things like the what you talked about, getting art center or places like that where, or state of the art studio where individuals will be able to come and do their music and so on. So when you have these ideas, what I would do to you, what I'll ask you is, please, if you could put them together, conceive a very bankable project, and then my investment team will work with you to raise the funds that is needed to do the investment, because it's very much aligned to what we're doing as Show 24. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to Kendall before.
Yeah, mine is a contribution. When Mr. Oponfosu was giving his address, he made mention of the potential we have in the Western North. And Doctor also did the same. Likewise, Nana. And Nana even stressed on the avocado. And how do we get to know that avocado, we produce the avocado in the Western North? It's the ladies who come from Accra to come and buy them. They told us in around 2018 that it's in Ghana, avocado from Western North supersedes any other. Now, how do we take the advantage of this strategic position? Across to La Côte d'Ivoire, we speak the same language up to Abengro. Unfortunately, they have tarred their road up to the Ghana border. Yet, from here to Nyable or Oseko Jokrom, it's not tarred. So how do we do the trading to take advantage of these things? Unless that road is paved. And this we have hinted on it to government over government, but it's still the same. And so we lack that space, and that's where we need. The last one I want to talk about was the potential of preservation, facilitated for the preservation of plantain and things like that. And it's sitting in the bush. You tell anybody, and they said we will do it. They don't. Nana spoke about the power supply, stability of power supply. We have pushed government to build the warehouse and then the regional office for Western North. And yet it has not been commissioned. If it's commissioned, the managers here do not go to Takrady for parts because they will distribute the parts from Accra and it will be part of our listing that will have stable power. We don't. And nobody seems to be projecting that one. How can we be very stable here and still produce only 1% or have only 1% of investment? When our brothers in the north, where there is conflict, if you have 13%, it's strange. So we have to accelerate or drive our energy towards getting this region to where we think it should be. Thank you very much.
Fantastic one, fantastic one. Okay, let's pick last person so that we'll go to the MMDCs for their presentation. Last person.
Hello. Yes, my name is.
All right, come for this one.
Yes, so my name is Enoch Ampofo. Cocoa Board Regional Administrator for the region. My question goes to, well, the man who found an excuse to not speak Chi. The other one did well and spoke some Chi, but his Chi was just one-liner. That being said, Razak's presentation was erudited. Did a great job because I believe he's done it for a million years. But Razak, we need to cascade down whatever was in your presentation, just as others have promised us to leave the slides. You didn't do that promise. I wish that you do that as well. So we have a comprehensive and a comprehensive slice for the cascading effect. All right. So number 2, you talked about the corporate taxes. I think 25% for national and 15% for Seshiyo also. I want to believe that you are attracting businesses investment into Seshiyo also. Now to invest outside of Seshiyo also is to attract 10%. Okay, so if the idea is to concentrate investment in Seshiyo also and build it into a greater Seshiyo also where investment is thriving, then I want to believe if we define outside of Seshiyo also as all towns lying outside of the map of Seshiyo, so then probably I will want to take my investment to maybe BBNE because I may have better conditions there. So if the need is to build the investments in Seshiyo also before it cascades down, then I want to believe that we need to look at the phrase of outside of Seshiyo also. Okay. And then number 3, last one. Here, we assisted the municipal chief executive of Seshiyo also with the Gold City experience, a cocoa festival. And I want to believe that it should have also featured in your presentation when I saw the BBNE Independence Day Christmas. Yes, quite featured there. So I was quite jealous that one good big program that we have attempted to institutionalize here did not receive, attention. So you might want to get in touch with the municipal chief executive of Seshiyo also for details of that as well. Thank you very much.
All right. There's no questions. No. My main answer last one first. Into Rebecca, Coco City in Rebecca. And question about your friends and taxes. No, so no. Idea in a sense, Unim said typically when I showed the data, no, say investment be Ebakra, and the reason the sense there's the market there, and then there's also the foundational infrastructure there to support those ones. Into our buying and agent center in order to bring investments to different areas. You more lower taxes. Wow. Into your mobile regional capitals, yes, some regional capitals almost more infrastructure to support it, but your rural areas, more than the infrastructure, but we still have to push investment towards those areas. And I think to your regional capital now, we'll be to have 15%. Now, so Obama now you're bold. Now call other places where your friend is saying infrastructure in Niwa, then we'll further give you a discount on in your Intina arrangement. It is the idea is just to bring more investments into the rural and the hinterland. And your final question, slides in the Ebejai. All right, and Queen of my country.
Thank you very much. Were you questions in Come on. All right, Mr. Kessie, please, let's welcome you here for a word before we move on to the MMDCs to also give us their presentation and we say goodbye.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Pamucho Yenimse Emrenoko. Nanso in project here investment opportunity mapping project and pesa meka ho asem. Enunti na yabaha. Project here sin regional road shows no say. Then yepese district assemblies MMDCs projects investment opportunities a war more districts more deba. Bring these opportunities to us. Help us to work with you to bring it up to bankability. Okay. Now some more boya you bet me my projects in aye bankable into bit baby no who because met me a way was safe. Yours met me a way or safe be quiet. We will at the end of this put this on a portal so that everywhere anybody can sit and access this data. My colleague Sheikh, the original one now, one in Sasono. No gather some information. Paucho, so now project be a woye. Our pese, your boy near profile near packaging. Paucho, uhuna, GIPC phones should be brave around. Na yemboa na yen yebema mo form say Philip. Give us the information and let us help you to package and profile these projects to bring it up to bankability. Na said me boss can earlier no. Later in the year, international summit na yebetimi showcase project ibina. So be you interested that with me the sika shame. Yada mas inti yesremo we the yenche district assemblies me and a company private company bako obi abeye 5 minutes. We are na ye free her. Yada mas.
All right. So the district that'll be doing the presentations, Bia West, Bodi, and you also. So Bia West is DC around. Honorable Anometu. Okay, Bodi, if you're ready, come and do the presentation. Very short one. But before that, Honorable Obuo Vasco, DC for Swaman, is here. Honorable, let's see you. Let's clap for him. Yes. Small boy, DC. You are welcome. Yes. So, Body. All right. Am I ready?
Good afternoon, please. Standing on the existing protocols, please, I would like you to move to the project go aspect due to our time. No, go back. Yes, please. So, Bodi, we are talking about oil palm extraction and processing company. And then the main motive is to establish the project to reduce unemployment by leveraging on the existing market opportunities. So these are some of the project's objectives we intend to achieve. Due to the time factor, I won't bother to go through. So now the background of the project is Bodi currently we have 70 hectares of oil palm plantation in 4 communities. And also you've distributed some, please move to the back. You've distributed some oil palm seedlings, 10,000 oil palm seedlings last year to farmers to also augment what you already have with the various 4 communities. And also, due to the weather condition, the climate condition in our area, we seek to add more to this oil palm plantation. So, the main product that we'll be getting from this, the proposed main products will be the palm fruit oil and then the palm kernel oil, with the byproducts being palm kernel cake for animal feed, and then fiber and shells used for fuel, and then soap production from the oil palm produce. And as you know, the major uses that these products can be used for, you can use it as cooking oil, soap manufacturing, cosmetics, food processing, and industrial applicability. So comparatively, both the proposed location of the said project is Afere, and Afere is closer to Dwaboso district. If you pass through other side of the district, it's a bit closer to Seshuvio also municipality, and also the accessibility to Swaman is also cool, and then those from Akontombra will also have good access to it because our road system is a bit good. So we are leveraging on it to source for additional oil palm fruits from this adjoining district and municipality. That's why we are going in for the oil palm extraction. Continue, please. So somebody will ask, what would the assembly also supply or help the proposed company with? Land will be available, business permits and approval will also be granted. We have the infrastructure support also there, and then partnership with farmer-based groups also is also there. We also help in the promotion of the investment opportunity. We are also thinking about the environmental sustainability aspect of the project. Here we are talking about the project to adopt waste recycling aspect and then proper wastewater management systems, sustainable sourcing from farmers because we've already started the outgrower system, and then also encouraging responsible palm cultivation. Some of the institutional arrangements that will be used to back the implementation of the said processing company, the lead agency being the private developers, which we are pitching for, the body district assembly with technical support from the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, and then Ministry of Trade and Industry offices in the district, also partners, that's agro input dealers and other financial institutions. So in conclusion, you see, together we can transform Bodi into a leading oil palm processing hub. This is an example of some of the oil palm plantation in the Bodi district. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Assistant Planning Officer, Mr. Osei David, right? Emmanuel. Thank you very much. He's not the DC. DC is Honorable Stephen Bedu, right? All right. So let's welcome the host MC in the person of Honorable Dominic JC. Yes. 5 minutes.
All right. Thank you very much. Honorable Regional Minister, kindly permit me to stand on the already laid down protocols to make a presentation on behalf of the Rio Municipal Assembly. Let me say, I'm quite overwhelmed looking at the various opportunities that we have in our region, and for that matter, Rio also. But it appears little has been done about all these opportunities. It is clear around here in this room, before admitted that you have various opportunities. What is left for us to push harder to get it realized or add value to them? And so, for want of time, I wouldn't go into the background. Kindly move forward and let's make progress. Yes, I'll go back. What we have here, yes, talking about the population in the municipality, you could realize that you have about 57% of the population being youth, meaning that workforce is available in the municipality. So whatever we invest in, we wouldn't have problem with getting teaming youth to work with. Let's make progress. Well, and so we are looking at the economic potentials under agriculture. And when it comes to you also, rice farming is common here. You have plantain, as it has been indicated already, cocoa, as somebody also suggested here, not even suggested, he actually alerted us what we did last year. We will go there, but these are some of the other areas that we can also invest into. Plantain, I saw somewhere, plantain alone, after market days, when we go to the market centers, you realize that it has become a problem. Meanwhile, these are all resources that we can tap into. I have seen a documentary indicating that plantain can be converted into a flour where we can use for shortbread. And those of who have been consuming shortbread, that is where we get a flour from. So we have all these potentials here that when you have investors coming to it, you can convert them to a usable product rather than becoming weight to us here. Let's make progress. We have 3 market centers. Talk of Boako Market, Asawanso Market, Junase, which is the busiest market in our municipality. Asawanso, we are looking at building the 24-hour market at Asawanso. So this is an area that it links not only to the Rio capital, but it links to Jaboso and other areas within that same region, that is the Western North region. And so when we are investing in these areas, we believe that you are not actually wasting your resources or your money. So we call on all investors to come in here and provide the needed support that we need so that we can operate our market not only at Asawanso, but even Junase, Yoso, which is the regional capital, and of course the municipal capital, to be operating in 24 hours around the clock. Let's make progress. Okay, We also have the forest reserve. Still under the economic potentials, we have the forest reserve. Name, we have the Muru, the Suhuma, the Tanos, Sushen, Tanos, Sura. We have all these forest reserves that still we believe that we can convert the species that we have in there into usable product. Surprisingly, from creation, western of, and for that matter, especially also, we have been producing logs, timber for not only the consumption of Ghana, but outside the world. But surprisingly, when it comes to the entire region, you can't even find a single place where you have a wood village or a place that we can easily access wood. It is very difficult. Yes, because we have other firms here. For example, you mentioned of Suhuma in your presentation. One of you mentioned. But they do more of export because it is a free zone company. They are 30%. We are not actually feeling it here in our municipality. We are looking at creating a wood village in our municipality so that that company could be given a stand there to sell to the people. It is important. I've done that consultation. I've gone to the firms. I'm happy to say that one of my team members working on this project is here, also witnessing what we're saying. And so we are not only talking about the fact that you have the forest, we have to make good use of them at this time. Let's make progress. So the industrial village, as indicated, you have been able to secure about 30-acre land for this particular project. All documentation have been done. You have registered at the Lands Commission, so it is not a land that involves any sort of litigation. So we are calling on investors to come in and help us develop the place. It will be a one-stop shop where when you go there, anything wood can be found. You have the sawmills, you have the carpenters, and you have the woods. Anything about wood that you want, when you enter that village, you have it for your business, anything that you want to do with wood. This is what we have in place. So our land is secured. Everything is peaceful. You can come in and help us develop it. Then, when it comes to tourism and hospitality, we have a number of them. The ancestral hole, where it is believed that the leaders of Pusumoenso actually came from that hole. Today, when you go there, they are encroaching to the point that if you don't look sharp and do something about it, before realizing the next 5 years, 10 years to come, we wouldn't have this beautiful history to be talking about again. So it is important that we have a look at it and call investors to secure that place for us so we could attract tourist people. Then you have the Subro deity. It is also the Bomtro Festival. I remember when we were having the Cocoa City, we had the opportunity to also celebrate it alongside. Those of you who had the opportunity, Cocoa Board Administrator, he is here. You can attest to it. It's an experience that we all come and have watch of. Then we also have the Cocoa City itself. We started the maiden one last year. We intend to continue on every year. This year, God willing, we'll still do it. We're looking at merging it with the Farmers' Day so that it will be more of attracting the national attention. That's what we intend doing this time. Let's move progress. We have Hallelujah Festival. All are part of the tourism potential that we have in our municipality. Now, Sevi also is the regional capital, as I indicated. But when you come here, you realize that you have a problem with regards to accommodating visitors and even investors who are coming. They need to get place of abode. It's important. Hotels are not enough here. Those who have, you have only few 2-star hotels. 3-star hotels are not here. Let's talk of even 4 or 5-star hotel. And so we need investors into those areas so that we can realize our full potential here. We are calling on investors to come in here. Thank you. Let's make progress. And so, yeah, for sake of time, I think I've spoken about all these things. Examples of those hotels are already here. Let's make progress. And so in conclusion, we're not talking much. We're only saying that he also has what it is. We're ever ready to support whoever wants to come in here and invest in our municipality. Thank you.
Are you a teacher? Or were you a teacher? Fantastic presentation. Yes. Thank you, Honorable Jesse. Yes, I heard something boom through. This boom through thing. All right. Nanawa hinalo yemfeo. All right. Bia West. Yes. You were supposed to do it earlier. So let's give you 5 minutes.
Thank you, moderator. Regional Minister, permit me to stand on the existing protocols already established to do my presentation. On behalf of my District Chief Executive, I am Ayaba Anderson, Planning Officer at Bia West District Assembly. We have our 4 projects. For the sake of time, I'm going to make it very brief so that we can all leave on time. In fact, we have Bia West Cooperative Cocoa Farmers and Marketing Union Limited. That is Mandela International Cocoa Live. And they are into, you can move down. They are into production of soap. In fact, to summarize the whole thing, as you can see, during the video of GIPC, we saw this product and you can now feel it physical. So these are what product they are into. And they intend to expand, move. What is the project goal or its summary about? The project is a soap processor, like I mentioned, which is fully owned by about 11,000 cocoa farmers who have agreed to come together to embark on this particular project. Go down. These are the products. Next slide. Next slide, because of time. So the company is already equipped with all the logistics, the machines, the staff, and even with the staff bus. And then management vehicle that conveys. In fact, we came with that vehicle here. So we are also open for collaboration. Move to the next slide. This is the, what do you call it? The building. The next. In fact, the rationale behind this establishment is the availability of raw materials, then existing producers and clusters, labor availability and skill infrastructure and logistic advantages, market opportunity, both local. Well, they've been exporting this product. And I'm happy to inform you, Regional Minister, that the manager is even around. He came to observe it. So, investors, we are open for collaboration. The next slide. These are some of their machines for production. Next. They are in for expansion. Next. Yeah, so the requirement, they have gone to EPA, FDA, and then others. Move to next slide. So this is the overview of their entire building. When you enter there, you will like it. Next. This is the staff bus that conveys staff from the town to where the facility is. And then the management vehicle, which brought me here with. This is it. All right. So as you can see, Bia West, Yawazoye. So investors, come, let us collaborate, and then we move the district along. Next slide. This is a contact person that, so this is the factory that produces the soup. In fact, for the past 4 years, most of the staff at the assembly, this is what we use. And then maybe we brought about 2 boxes. When we finish the program and you are interested, you can see the manager for some. All right. Then the next one has to do with the Bia National Park. In fact, the whole Ghana, we have about 2 or so, apart from Kakum National Park, which has the walkway. We don't have another walkway in the country. So we have proposed that from the managers, they want to have a walkway in the Bia National Park so that it will serve as a tourist site for people who can come and visit the place. So move to the next slide. This is summary of the project, but because of time, next slide. Next. No, we don't need it. Next. In fact, they have proposed that they will need capital injection of our 500,000 United States dollars. And in Ghana City, per the dollar rate, about 5 million Ghana. So investors, we need this money to help have this walkway on the national park so that we will not be concentrating much on Kakum. Most of the time when investors come, they will take them to Kakum National Park in the central region. So Western North, with your support from the regional minister, if you can help us get the walkway in the national park of Bia West so that at least competition will set in and we can also get income for the district and the region for that matter. Right. Let's move to the next project because of time. Yeah, so these are the pictures in the forest, who came. Next. Yeah, this one is also rice factory, which is located in Sefiyemecha. Then the project, in fact, it's a facility that was established in 2022 with funding from the African Development Bank through the Rural Enterprise Agency. In fact, its main purpose is to bring together the youth in agriculture cultivation. Next slide. Next. Next, please. Let's move to the pictures because of time. Otherwise, as I will. Good. So this is the facility which hosts all the machineries or the equipment that you come and then let us have a collaboration in Bia West. All right. So these are the segregation. Please move down. Next. We have the raw materials. So as you can see, when you enter the facility inside, this is where they process the fish, the harvested fish, and then they continue to smoke. Next one. So this is inside the poly tank. So this is about 400 liter capacity poly tank, and each community we give 10 to them. So as we speak, we have 40 poly tank in Bia West that are into this fish farming. Right. Okay. Next. Let's move to the picture. This is the facility. The facility that holds all. Then inside where they dry the fish, they smoke the fish. Is what is on the right hand side. Next, we can see a lady processing those catfish for smoking. Then these are the poly tank. As you see them like that, there are about 400 liter capacity poly tanks that have been supplied to the community, and they are actually doing very well. Next. Okay, I think this is what BRS we have. So we are open for collaboration, potential investors. Come and let us develop the district together. On that note, thank you.
All right, thank you very much, BRS. Last one, PM group of companies. You have 2 minutes. Yes. I'm saying I'm more enter
Good afternoon. The regional minister permits me to assist on the use the existing protocol to collaborate on PM. My name is Daniel White, the human resource manager for PM group of companies, and I'm with my marketing manager. Yeah. He has given me the nod to go ahead. Yeah. So PM is a private company registered under the government of laws in BBNE here. We are located at Lineso in BBNE. We have... Oh, I'm sorry. The 2 minutes was pushing me. PM is a private company. We're located here at BBNE, and we at Lineso. It has become a household name. Everywhere you go, say PM. Talk about BBNE Festival, right? We have the rental department. As you can see from our logo, PM Water. I have it here. I came here with packs of water. I gave it out for free as part of our corporate and social responsibilities. Yeah, dear. We came with PM Bread. GIPC, who came to our office, saw the remarkable things we are doing, and it's great and it's amazing. However, we have some few challenges. PM, our vision to be the multi-leading industrial company when it comes to Western North. Can you please move to the next slide for me? Yes. Go to the next, please. Please go to the next. Our vision statement, our missions are there. Yes. So we have 6 different portfolios. We have the bakery, we have the hospitality, we have the construction, the laundry, the water production, and the rentals. Let me take from the bakery bread. Currently, our capacity we are supposed to do over 15,000 daily. So approximately we have to do about 400,000 per month, but we're currently producing now 213,000. That is a shortfall. The challenge has to do with labor and the distribution breakdown of our cars, our vehicles. Then when we come to the PM water, the bottled water, which I hold in hand, we are supposed to produce about 30,000 packs per month, but currently we're doing 50% of that as a result of our capacity for the machine to produce, constant breakdown. Though we have the market, and we're also having the challenge with the vehicle, automobile, that is also becoming a challenge for us to cut across all. We go as far as Elibo, we go everywhere. Even Accra, we are selling in Kumasi, all the 9 regions, 9 districts. Very beautiful water. You can have a try. It's there for free. Please taste and drink. And it's tax stamp, GES, all approved and everything. If you want to enjoy luxury, we don't boost, but luxury is luxury. We brought Kempinski to BBNE. We brought Movenpick to BBNE. We call it the Luxury PM Luxury Hotel. It's a fully automated 1-bedroom apartment, free Wi-Fi, free DSTV, automated windows. You have a lounge, you sit, a hall with sofa, nice leather chair, a kitchen, a dining area, a fully equipped kitchen. I mean, we migrated a 5-star hotel. Yes, a 5-star building apartment. 24/7 security, CCTV cameras, automated gate. It's one of the best places you can sleep. When you sleep there, you wouldn't want to sleep anywhere else because that is pure luxury. You get there, all your stress is taken out. Then in terms of events, I think with the BBNE 6th March, we covered it. We also did the coverage for the presidential visit at Obuasi, where the unfortunate incidents happened. PM did that. We have the capacity. We talk about screens, talk about chairs, talk about canopies. Is the best. Everybody know PM. Yes. So the opportunity is there to come and collaborate and let's expand. We have markets everywhere. As we speak, my event team are in Accra. They're having an event. We came here to Seshiri also. Jonasi Amauga's program. We're the one who covered the place. The screens, the stage. I mean, it's mind blowing. We are doing great. Laundry service. We don't fear. We always wear white and travel. Anytime our clothes are dirty, we have free pickup, free delivery. We have industrial machines. Same day wash and wear. Same day wash, same day delivery, same day you can wear it. So we don't fear. That's why we wear white. No wonder I'm white. Construction. Please, we're calling on you to give us slot. Let us come in and build. Look at our luxury hotel, all built by PM. Everything you see for PM is built by us. We don't outsource anything to anyone. We do it all ourselves. So NGOs, schools, district assembly, we are calling on you to come in and help. Investors, please come in and help. These are the opportunities that we've proven. We are a household name everywhere. So we only assist in the production infrastructure. We have a strong regional marketplace. We go as far as anywhere we go. Please let's move on to the next slide. Yeah, so the strength, we have our strength there, which means we are a diversified portfolio. You can invest in all the place. The visibility is there. Our website, fully automated. You can download the app even on your Android phones. There's opportunity. The opportunities are there for us we are growing market, digital and web. Please come in and let's grow together. Let's move to the next slide. Yes, we're looking for investors to come in to help to expand our production in terms of our bottle, our sachet, our bread, automobile industries, and recycling. Unfortunately, we don't have a recycling plant to recycle the plastic waste. And we know Ghana, we are very concerned about plastic waste. We don't want to contribute to the land degradation of it. So please, investors, come in and help us to recycle our product. We want to use the opportunity to thank you, GIPC and the events organizers. We pray that next time PM will come and do all the coverage, bring our domes, fully AC, chairs and everything. Feel comfortable. We'll provide you with bread and with water and with chairs. Free bread, free water. Thank you very much. Once again, my name is Daniel White.
All right. Thank you very much. Looking at the time, it's exactly 2 o'clock. So let's go to our regional minister to give us the closing remarks. And we have a word of prayer and we say goodbye.
Thank you very much once again. And I want to thank all of you for your participation and your contribution. I think today is a very important and a very critical day for our development. We have had the opportunity to listen to all the players that can support Western to grow. Listening to the Free Zone Board, he said that people didn't know they existed and what actually they do to support the exports, or how they promote exports. So what I'm telling him is that they don't have to sit in Accra. You have to move to the Western region. I've earlier indicated that most organizations or companies have expressed interest to come to the Western and we already have office accommodation for you. We have GIPC coming. We have the Gold Board coming. We have Mineral Development Fund coming. We have Ghana Ace coming. We have Metro Mass already coming. We have a host of others that are coming. So we want to put Free Zone on our list so that you all come. You see, one major problem we have, listening to all the fantastic presentations, I sat down and was wondering what we lack in this country is instead of creating linkages, there are a lot of leakages. And if for over a month now, the first time of Free Zone is meeting GIPC, then I think that there has been a leakage somewhere. Because you see, your work is very much interrelated, and constant interaction will always bring you to speed. So let's look at how we can bring the business environment, the investors, close to the GIPC, where you do a lot of research, the Free Zone, and also the academia. So once we have that, I think that we always be up to speed. So we invite all of you to join us to develop the Western North region. Listening again to, is it GIPC or the free zone? You mentioned the various incentives that we have provided. Because Western North region, because of proximity, has hitherto not been attractive for investors. Because somebody looking at coming from all the way to Accra, to Kumasi, and then to this place, it makes it unattractive. But listening to the to the tax exemptions that you have provided, I think if we tell the world of this, they will be ready to come. Western North, aside of the resources that we have, we are also strategically located. I will say this thing. The Big Push program, for instance, is helping us a lot, and we are developing a lot of our routes. In the selection, we strategically included Enchi from Elubu to Enchi. Then you get to Enchi through Kojo to Peki. And people told me, Regional Minister, because you are from Enchi, you've put 2 projects in our wing. And I said, no, it's for the whole of Western North region. Do you see what that is going to do? When, by the grace of God, those roads are completed, you see the way traffic along here from La Côte d'Ivoire will increase, because it is going to provide the shortest distance from Abidjan to Mali. So you see the strategy. And you see, if we embark on this investment promotion, you see how cross-border trade can be enhanced. So if you also have from Osei Kojo through, and then they come to us to this place, you see how all of us will benefit. So you see how the strategy is. So let us all pray so that this road comes to fruitfulness, so that we benefit. In fact, if you want to talk about Western North, we shall talk. Most of the slides, especially the, what was presented, some of the stories, honestly, I didn't know. Some of the investment opportunities, I didn't know. The same applies to you sitting there, Nananom. And I think that it's about time we tapped into it. So our partners, GIPC, the Free Zone Board, the Ghana Export Promotion Authority, the 24-hour Economy Authority, we are calling on you to come and help us, support us in this bid. Today is just a meeting. It's the beginning of a very important process. And as we go, we should never forget about this. Always have in mind that we have a joint responsibility to help promote Western North region. And one thing that I'll tell the youth is that let us see that Yoso is our regional capital. Let's have that mindset. Okay? You go to Takoradi, everybody around wants to build in Takoradi because that is the capital. So let's all, whether you come from Bood, you come from, let's get plots here to put up building. I have taken the lead. I already have 1 plot. Nana, if you can give me 2. I want to put up a structure because this is our regional capital, and we all have to join hands to develop Yoso to make it very attractive. We talked of 5-star hotels and other things. We have none here, but trust me, I'm speaking to investors. Very soon, you'll see that the whole place will be flooded. I thank you so much, Nananum, for your continued support. God bless us all.
Thank you, Regional Minister. Yes, as we bring today's program to a close, the message is very clear that the Western North region is open for business. Thank you very much. Let's welcome Mr. Kese to give us a vote of thanks. 30 seconds.
Ebutafo Ejinaha Yadamasi, Asida PSC Nkoma Regional Minister, you've been so supportive with the Regional Coordinating Council for making this very possible. You have aided us, you have directed us, you have led us, and we are grateful, Honorable Minister. Ahimfo nanamu yeshe Yadamasi, Yamisha Mubebre se, Mudumo Nyuma Betayechi, all our district assembly members, MMDCs, We are grateful for your presence. All of us who came here, God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you. Prince, come and tell God that we are done. We thank him. Short one.
Shall we pray? Yes, indeed, Ebenezer, how far you've brought us. We've discussed many things, and the ultimate aim is to lift the region in terms of investment and development. And therefore, anything that we've discussed, present, we pray that will help us to put into action so that it will birth, and we will say, indeed, this presentation or this forum was of a great one. We thank you and we bless your name. Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. Thank you very much. Let's keep standing as Nananom and Minister take leave of us, please. Let's keep standing. Yes. Yes. All right. Yadamase. Akokobon. Echina anopa na GIPC 4 ene RCC ena edamase. Yeda obibiara ase. Edamase. Organizers, say arrangement for bi o ha. Momeje mic na mon kan kire omo. Kafu person who arrangement o.
Don't let the worries of yesterday hold you down on this lovely day.
Okay, MMDCs, please let's have a picture with the NYA and the NIP director. Comes with Charlie, Mumra, MMDCs, Mumra. Honorable Dominic Jesse Moy.
Said it would be easy. Anyone that ever made it said it wasn't easy. Well, look up in the mirror and say, yes, I can. Oh, by your faith, Turn my way. Kani mukola kabo. Magana madekena blow. Turn my way. Oh, by your faith, Magana madekena blow. knows where we are going, but we know we will get there.
My name is Felix Ochei. I'm the project manager.
Knows where we are.
Watch a shop, so the boom way see. My man come to me in the gate, of Yabo. And the man that come in the fear. Watch a shop, so the boom way see. My man come in the gate, of Yabo, Matama. Tama, of Yabo, Matama, of Ibakabu, Matama, or the Tokabu, of you. Kofi menko, sabasha na kofi wo. Kofi menko, sabasha kofi wo. Kokona nena jina ninchanu pono, akroma lecheno. Eba nena Nigeria sinu kofi, minyiwa ebebro.